So I could be wrong. This is kind of what I'm picking up on. And this is a message that I have seen um, on other channels, on other people's messages, other people's channeled messages. And it appears that that is what I'm seeing here, and that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting myself. So I'm a little hesitant to give it, but I'm gonna give it the way that I'm receiving it, and I'm gonna continue on. And if anything changes, I'll correct it. But as of right now, what it's looking like to me is there is a Knight of Pentacles reverse that tried to trap you with a child, but was not able to. Your success in not being trapped by a child um, was due to your blind faith in God. And now this Knight of Pentacles is, they're caught, they're stuck, um, they're being forced into, like illumination of seeing things, clearly. They're also in the Five of Pentacles currently, which is where they were trying to have you, which you may currently be. But they were trying to trap you there, make sure that you never made it out of that. And they may have been trying to trap you with a child because they lied to you about being in a Two of Cups relationship, when in reality, they were actually in a Three of Cups relationship, which means they made you think that you were in a loving, divine, godly relationship, like soulmate connection with them, when in reality, they were just a player. So, I am going to keep going and see if the rest of the cards clarify that, or discredit it and tell us something completely different. Student. Well, somebody's learning something. And Samaritan. So maybe learning to be a better person. Hope. I'm going to put it over here. Maybe there is hope for this person to learn to be a better person and not to use children um, as a means of trapping someone. Trapped in fear. I would say that's pretty good confirmation of what I have just been saying. So, yeah, so trapped in fear. This is where this person is now because they were unable to trap you. You know? Okay. Thank you for the confirmation. Let's get some white cards on it. Yep, sacrifice. Okay, so there are many forms of sacrifice, right? You can self-sacrifice by putting yourself last and other people first. Okay. Other people can sacrifice you by putting you last and other people first. And then there's, the sacrifice in the sense of killing something in order to offer it up to somebody else. And there is that physical sense of sacrifice, but also the spiritual sense of sacrifice, in that you're killing someone's spirit. You are trapping them in fear and in a life of poverty, in order to better yourself in some way. Like, that's a form of sacrificing someone else to, you know, to death, to the devil, to whatever, right? Okay. So it's like this person tried to sacrifice you, the hanged man tried to tie you up and leave you there for whatever reason, right? Or to whoever, you know, it was, whether it was themselves, whether it was a family member, whether it was God, whether it was the devil, whatever it was, okay? So there is a sense or an energy of sacrifice here, in that, you were meant to be the sacrifice, but because they were unsuccessful in trapping you, they have now become sacrificed to themselves. So, in trying to do the awful thing that they did to you or were trying to do to you, they actually did it to themselves. That's karma, baby. Hmm. Intelligence and sorry. So, if they were smart, they would be sorry. However, I have a feeling this person is not that smart and probably refuses to even acknowledge the truth of what they did or tried to do. Something smells funny. Or smells, if we're going with the theme of the day, smells like you're very protected spiritually. Mm, coming to collect. So, sacrifice and coming to collect, right? So, maybe there was a time limit on this sacrifice, that they were able to, they had to be able to get you trapped by a certain time, and because they didn't, now they're the sacrifice. And righteous, yeah, so take that. Mm. Yeah, so they needed to get you tied up in this knot, but instead you awakened. Oh, and they're an angry addict. Maybe they're addicted to your energy and pissed off because they can't have it now. Okay, so moving on. Mm, you may be dealing with a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius, some kind of fire sign, or you may be a fire sign, or this could just be the indication of your fiery energy, um, that they tried to sacrifice. And spark, okay, renewal and spark. So maybe in doing what they did, it actually, instead of sacrificing you and killing you in some way, it actually lit a spark in you, a divine spark of hope. And we have unexpected storm in the reverse. So yeah, or storm unexpected in the reverse. So yeah, so this storm that they, tried to put you in unexpectedly turned around on them. And let's see, what else can we get? Cherish, protect your relationships well. So this person did not cherish the Two of Cups relationship that you had, unfortunately. And honestly, they don't cherish the 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 parent-child relationship either, which is truly sad, because a child is literally just an extension of yourself, and every child deserves to be loved, because every person deserves to be loved, and that begins with loving yourself. And if you can't love your child, you can't love yourself. If you can't love yourself, you can't love your child. That is a generational curse, a cycle that needs to be broken all over the world. um, and it currently is, but we need more people to awaken and help spread that message, and also just help in the healing process. Because if people knew how to do it, then they would have done it already. Some people need to learn. They're students or potential students. They need to be taught. And there you go. Study. Let love show you how to learn from each other. Confirmation of what I just said about needing to teach each other how, important it is to love yourself and one another, and how to do that. Like as a parent, that should be your number one job. And so many people did not have that kind of parent, that maybe some of us need to bridge the gap and be that for someone else. And that is a slippery slope, though, because you don't want people to become dependent upon you and your healing. But at the same time, you have to use your own discernment. But still, get the job done. Blank is a pretty good way to own the room. Yeah, you gotta stand in your own power and teach others how to do the same. Anything else? Yeah, I'm not taking those. I don't think they're productive to the conversation. Let me see if there's anything in here that might be helpful. Okay. Thursday, the third day. So this is just someone who's like oblivious and misled and stupid. And, unfortunately, sometimes it's our job to help enlighten people, to give hope to the world by trying to teach these people and help them to become good Samaritans and not be, ignorant POS people. Okay. All right. So, I hope this message has helped you. If nothing else, I hope it has entertained you. And I hope that if you haven't already, you will consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel to help grow the community and make sure that these messages are reaching the people that they are meant to. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this video or any of my other videos. Have a great day.